Hello and welcome back to Storytime with Mrs. Harrigy. I'm Mrs. Harrigy. Today we will finish the book, Amelia Hits the Road. Then, after the grayness, we came out into Tullamoon Meadows and we were in Yosemite. It was just like when Dorothy lands in Oz after being in black and white Kansas. It was amazing. Even Cleo couldn't stop smiling. The feeling of being someplace really special was so strong. Then we drove down into Yosemite Valley, past all these great rocks, great, and waterfalls. It was beautiful, but it definitely wasn't peaceful. It was crowded. People, yakking radios blaring, even TV sets blasting away from all the RVs. But once we started hiking above the valley, we got away from the rollerbladers, the bikers, and the crowds. We still had Cleo, though. We hiked up Lambert Dome, and we could see all around for miles. I felt like I was floating on a cloud over all these mountains. Cleo chanted, "A million bottles of beer on the wall," on the hike back, but I just ran ahead so I wouldn't have to hear her. No way is she going to ruin Yosemite for me. I hope a mountain lion eats her. Only a little more togetherness, and I'll be free of Cleo at last, for a little while. Tomorrow we go to Nadia's. I'm excited, but I'm nervous too. Will Nadia still like me, or do I have a picture of her in my head that's not true anymore, like the stars I see but aren't really there? If I think about it too much, I'll get a stomachache. The visit. A boy visited his grandparents every year. They lived far away, so he couldn't see them more than when they saw him. They always said, "Oh, you've grown so much. Look how you've changed." But the boy felt exactly the same. Finally, one year he noticed that they were the ones who were changing. His grandma had more white hair. His grandpa had almost no hair, and they both had lots more wrinkles. That scared him because he knew they were getting very old and could die any minute. That visit was the first time the boy felt he had changed too. Just like they said, he did feel older, but not better, just sadder. He hugged his grandparents very tight. That's not a good story. That's a terrible story. Am I worried that Nadia has wrinkles and is going to die? That is so ridiculous. She's only 10 years old. A change for the better. A girl got a puppy for her birthday. She named him Tuffy T-Bone, or Tuffy for short. He was very cute, but also very wild. He made smelly messes everywhere. He chewed up her new shoes, and the rug, and the chair, and the curtains, and the doormat. He ate up her homework, and of course the teacher didn't believe her, even though she was telling the truth. But after a while he got bigger. He wasn't as cute, but he didn't make messes on the girls' things anymore, and he was a very good friend. He would go on walks and catch frisbees and curl up next to the girl when she did her homework. Sometimes she missed having a puppy, but mostly she loved having a dog. Now that we're back in our old city, everything looks so familiar. Our old neighborhood, even our old house, is exactly the same, and it's not home anymore. When we parked in Nadia's driveway, I was so nervous my hands were all sweaty. I rang the doorbell, and it seemed like forever. But at last she opened the door, the same old Nadia, with her same old smile. Only no braces. She said, "Surprise, now you see the real me." We looked at each other, grinning, and then we hugged. It felt great. I let her pick which doll she wanted. She picked the girl, and she's going to name her Amelia. I can tell she really likes it, but next time I'm getting her earrings. And she has a present for me. It was a notebook of all the stories she's written. I can't wait to read them. Nadia's room is just the way I remembered, except she has new drawings tacked to her bulletin board, the postcard I sent her, and a certificate with a ribbon for winning the Young Authors Fair. I asked her why she hadn't told me that she won, and she turned all pink. I forgot how pink she gets when she blushes. She said she didn't want me to feel bad because I hadn't won, but I didn't feel at all bad. In fact, I felt great. Nadia is a true friend. To think of my feelings first, and I'm not jealous. Well, maybe a little, but only of her earrings, and not of her winning the young author's fair. I felt even better when she pulled out the experiment kit I sent her for her birthday. She saved it to do with me, just like she said she would. But then she asked if I still wanted to do it with her. I said, of course I do, why wouldn't I? And she said she thought I might have changed and maybe I wasn't interested in science anymore. So all this time I had been worrying about Nadia changing, and she was thinking the same thing about me. But I hadn't changed at all. No pierced ears, no new smile, nothing. But I asked Nadia anyway if she thought I'd changed, and she said yes. I couldn't believe it. How? I had to know. At first she wouldn't answer to me. Then she said, I don't know. It's just that first you moved away and met all these new people, and I stayed here. Then you went on this great road trip and saw all kinds of cool stuff, and I haven't gone anywhere. You have to tell me everything. She's right. I have changed, and I did have a lot to tell her. I said it was going to be like the last time I slept over when we talked till 4 in the morning. Yeah, said Nadia. Some things never change. She was right again. Thank you so much for joining me in reading Amelia Hits the Road. Please like this video and subscribe below. Bye-bye.